Obviously, they're still looking at the calamity in South Florida, in Surfside, where right now the count is up to 46 known dead. As the speed up of finding victims has really picked up a pace, and it's given some folks pause about not only of this particular building and buildings around it, but maybe high rises and condos in general. Very popular, very big, very much in financial demand in a booming real estate market. Jerry Howard is the National Association of Home Builders CEO, here to weigh in on some of these developments. Jerry, always good to have you. You know, it's interesting. I was talking to a number of Florida realtors over the last couple of weeks since this tragedy, and they had said anecdotally, people are, hedging their bets, sort of think they love Florida, of course, that hasn't changed, but maybe not a high rise, maybe an individual family home or something lower to the ground. Is this a trend? What do you make of it?
Well, first of all, Neil, our thoughts and prayers go out to the people impacted by this absolute tragedy. I think in terms of the market, it's much too early to call anything a trend. People are reacting right now to the severity of this disaster, and rightly so. But I think people need to step back, let a little time pass, let an analysis take place as to exactly what happened with this. We need to find out exactly why this occurred so that we can make sure that it doesn't ever happen again. And that will include looking at existing structures, making sure that they're structurally sound, and of course, building new structures that are built to the newest codes and to the most effective codes that we can possibly do. But to say that it's impacting the market now, I think would be a little too early.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether, everyone is always looking for signs that this, great, robust housing boom is slowing. I don't know how you feel about that. Some people look at mortgage applications. They sunk to their lowest level since before the pandemic hit, I believe down close to 2% in the latest week. We're also seeing applications for refinancings. In other words, to refinance existing mortgage you have, down about 8% year over year. So is there something that's happening here?
Well, the refinancing market, I think, is just been saturated. It's been going on for a while, and so I'm not really looking at that as closely as I am of the new purchase mortgages. And when you look at the purchase mortgages, they're down. And I think the reason they're down is because there's a shortage of inventory out there, and B, that shortage of inventory is causing prices to go way, way up. Housing affordability, once again, is coming back to bite us. And I think that's the real issue. It stems from the cost of labor. People still aren't all the way coming back to work. And even when they are fully employed, we still have had a shortage in the construction sector. But for the first time in my career, we have a real issue with the supply chain. Everything from appliances to lumber are difficult to get. They're costing more, and it's inconsistent as to when you can get them. And all of that is really boding poorly for the housing markets going forward.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Jerry Howard, National Association of Home Builders.